So, we survived. Day one done. Zero diapers. We made it. Getting ready for day two. Good Lord. I do not suggest doing this by yourself. If you have a partner or any family or anybody who can help out, get them involved. If you have to bribe them, do it. I am tired and I still gotta clean up and set up for day two tomorrow. I don't even know what to say. But she definitely made progress today. Um, the progress report for today, I say, was the beginning of the day. She was peeing just about every 30 minutes, just letting it leak out. She seemed to slow down to 45 in about an hour in between by the time she went down. So I think that she's starting to understand, like, let me hold it in a little bit. My recognizing when she's about to go skills has drastically increased. Some of it, I think, is almost just intuition at this point. I'm catching it really quickly now. Pretty much every time I'm getting at least half of it in the potty. Keep that toilet close. I started the day with it against the wall in the corner of the room, and by the end of the day, it was never more than arm's reach away. Before she took her second bath, the one after dinner, while I was filling the tub, all I did, I said, go potty. She sat down and she peed. It was amazing. I've cleaned a lot of pee off the floor, one number two off the floor. We got just the last bit of it into the potty. That was my fault too. I seen it coming on her face, and I looked down like, is she tinkling? And something started plopping out. I think it's easier for me to recognize when she's about to go number two. And of course, that was the one time I left the potty in the kitchen. So I had to run her from the living room to the kitchen, sit her on there, and like I said, we only got the tail end of it in. I went out and I got her training pants. I only really have tomorrow to do it because I feel like at her daycare, I'm going to talk to them, but I'm pretty sure they're going to want her in some sort of diaper. So I'm going to go give pull-ups. Not quite happy about that. I'd rather just not give her anything at all. But the plan is, similar to what I did with my son, was I'm going to put her in pull-ups at school, and when I get her, I'm just going to take the diaper off and she'll run around bare butt again. I definitely felt like we had a bit of cabin fever here, stuck in the two rooms downstairs. This is not an easy way to do this. It's very intense on both of us. She was beat. I am beat. I feel like we're both stronger for it. And I really see her coming along. And like I said, I wish I didn't have to put her in diapers at all. But I'm going to go get a pack of pull-ups tomorrow so I can put her in those for daycare on Monday and talk to her teacher. I highly doubt they're going to let her walk around in training pants and have to deal with cleaning up that mess. I considered it today a huge success. There were so many times when I wanted to just quit, say, screw this, I'm done. Let's wait a couple more months and do it again. But I think the results will show getting through this will work. I'm sure we're going to have some backpedaling, and sure we're going to have accidents and all that stuff in the months to come, but I just figure I think I picked a good time to do this. If I were to wait any longer, she'd, I think, get too comfortable with the diapers, and I would have a harder time transitioning her. Huge learning curve today. I mean, you think about what your kid has to go through on that first day. First time she peed, bent right down, put her hands in it, like, what is this? And at this point now, she realizes, I think it's good for her to see the stuff come out. before she didn't know anything. She just had a feeling, and then the diaper absorbed it, and that was that. Now she actually sees the pee come out. She doesn't want to stand in it. She reacts to it. She's really happy. I show her when it's in the potty, like, hey, good job. And of course, she doesn't understand what pee is and stuff, but she's getting the notion of pee isn't supposed to go down her legs onto the floor. Another reason why I decided to go out today with her was if she did pee herself, which she did, she could experience what it's like with wet pants. I'm not gonna make her sit in it. I'm not gonna torture her into this. But I'm sure she was uncomfortable for the little bit that she was in it. I was like, shoot, I gotta do these errands. Do I put her in a diaper or not? I didn't have the training pants at that point either. I put on some cotton leggings. I don't know exactly what it's called. It's like a diaper cover, basically. Like if she wears a dress, you put that over the diaper. And then I put on a pair of jeans on top of that. And I figured it wouldn't take me more than an hour to do these errands. And I waited. Okay, she peed. It was a good pee. Boom, dressed her real quick, and we shot out. I think she did it in the car, in her car seat, which I had put some plastic down, but I'm gonna still. I got a load of all the clothes that both of us went through today, and I'm gonna put the fabric part in there with those and run them tonight, along with all the towels I cleaned today. I went through about a roll of paper towels. They work really well for the quick pickup. I hit it with that, then I hit it with a rag with water and some soap. And when she went down for the nap, I went ahead with the mop and kind of hit those areas. I got the disinfectant wipes, so any place where she would sit down or she did sit down, I hit with that. Particular being a female, sitting bare butt on stuff, I want to make sure that it's really clean. I have 2 fabric couches and a leather couch, a leather ottoman that matches it, so I kept her on those if she wanted to sit on something. I'd say I got pretty good at not only telling right before, but kind of having a feeling like I was so mad. I was like, she's gonna go any minute now. It's about 45, a little longer than 45 minutes since the last pee. And she was just kind of, I don't know, I guess subconsciously was able to pick up on the signals more than I could consciously pick up on them. Make the effort to try and notice small changes as, when you catch them peeing, like, or right before, be like, that's a little different. Oh, shoot, she's peeing. All right. But, yeah. So I was like, I know she's about to go. I sat down with her for like 5 minutes. I probably should have just put her on the potty, but I don't know why I didn't. And I got up to respond to a text or something. I don't know. Before I even got to the counter, I realized she's peeing, and I ran and grabbed her and put her on the potty. I got most of that one, but still, I was like that. Of course, you look at the missed opportunities, but you need to focus on where you guys did well today. I'm sure it was a very hard day for everybody involved in this. My daughter was beat. Normally she goes down right about 8 o'clock. Today she was going down at like 7:15, and I'm like just trying to keep her up until at least 7:30. Finally, she was just pointing at her crib, at her bed, and I walked her over there. I'm holding her. She was just kind of like drops in there. So I had left the diaper in there open, and I put her down, and I quickly tied the diaper on her and told her good night, and I walked out. Good luck to you, and I mean that. Fight through this. We had a blast today. Don't get it wrong by my complaining. She had so much fun, and she spent a lot of time around that potty playing with it. She just constantly sit down on it, get up, run around, sit down. And it wasn't the sole focus of everything we did. I kept her pretty busy through the day. We played with the ball, ran around the house, dance, sung, piano, a lot of books, blocks, just, some drawing. I didn't bring out the paints. I didn't want to deal with that on top of everything else today. But Like I said, kept her busy, and oh God, I really fought the option of sitting her in front of a TV for 15 minutes just for the break for me and for her as well. But I fought through it. No television today. Don't replace one bad habit with another. It was so focused for her, probably wasn't the potty, but it was just so prevalent. It was around everywhere. Like I said, I started the day with it in the corner. Within a couple times, I just kept it within arm's reach. I wasn't messing around anymore. I'm gonna call it. Go up and edit this for y'all real quick. It's not gonna be a fancy thing. I want you to see how I feel after today so you know what you're getting yourself into. It was hard. It was exhausting. You know just how tired you are in general having kids constantly on paying attention. You can't not pay attention, but this was just like a whole nother level. And both of us learned a lot more so than I can probably explain right now. So yeah, it was day one. I know I started yesterday, but I'm considering this day one. It was a real full day of it. We got through it. We survived. We learned a lot. This is sort of a follow along with me, learn from what I'm doing as opposed to learning the way I'm learning. Of course, tweak it to your kids, but good luck with y'all. Try it, do it, succeed. Grown ups 101.